What's up guys, Antonio here, and today I have a question for you. Have you ever felt let down by something that happened to you recently? Maybe it was getting an A in biology, but really you got handed a C minus. My biology notebook says your weenus is on your arm? Wow. That makes sense why I got a C and not an A. No matter what the scenario was that you faced, there's a pattern that's happening here. First, you have an expectation of what will happen. Second, something then happens. And then third, you feel a certain way from it. If you want to learn how you can hack your expectations so you can start feeling better today, stay tuned for today's video. So, what are expectations then? Let's start there. Defined by Google's definition service, expectation. A strong belief that something will happen or be the case in the future. So it's a strong belief, okay? A strong belief is something you have intense faith behind. That faith is something that should occur in the future. Now, what's a belief, you ask? That's a fair question. A belief is something that we hold true in our minds. So how can we make this belief work for us? If you are still watching this video, what are you doing? Make sure to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss a video like this and straight to your inbox every single week. Let's move on to what you're doing right now. So there's a reason why you are not feeling good after most situations in which you place expectations on. There's a theory from a book called Thinking Fast and Slow. I'll leave the link to the book in the description. But the theory is called the planning fallacy. The planning fallacy basically states that humans tend to be optimistic in planning a task. So when they're estimating a time for a task, it usually ends up taking longer because they estimate it for it to be a shorter period of time. They tend to be optimistic for the total time they need to get it done. So for an example, if someone thinks they'll take 5 minutes to do something, usually it ends up taking 10 or 15 minutes because they're bad at estimating that 5-minute time frame. Now, here's the problem. It's that the other people that are interacting with them who base the person's judgment off of a 5-minute time frame, now they're thrown off because they expected someone to get something done in 5 minutes versus 15. And then that's when they're let down. If you want a behind the scenes look of my channel and see posts of what I'm doing every single day, make sure to follow me on Instagram, guys. You will not miss out. So let's go with a real life example and see what's happening here. Yo, Anton, come on, we need to go. We're gonna be late for the movie.
Yeah, give me a couple minutes. I need to finish watching Dora the Explorer.
How long will it take?
About 5 minutes.
Okay.
5 minutes later.
Dude, what are you doing? You said 5 minutes. We're gonna be so late for the movie. You know I wanted to watch the new Kardashian movie so bad.
Oh, sorry, dude. Only 5 more minutes left, and then I'll be
That's
done.
it, dude. I'm leaving. I don't care about you anymore. Now that you know exactly what's happening, let's see what you can do about it, right? That's all we're here for, is to figure out how you can improve. There's no reason you should feel poorly about what you're doing every single day. And honestly, you're probably not expecting me to say this, but here we should probably use some negative thinking. Wait, did Antonio just say negative thinking? What kind of crack is he smoking? I know. Relax, guys. It's okay. I said negative thinking. I talk about positive thinking all the time. Just take 1 second and hear me out. It's not negative thinking in terms of sad thoughts or anything of that nature. I'm talking about negative thoughts in terms of hacking your expectations. Once your expectations are lowered, then your expectations can match what actually is going to happen in real life. Understand that humans are optimistic in their planning. They aren't perfect creatures, and we all make mistakes. Even I do sometimes. I know. So when you're counting on other people or even yourself, I want you to question of whether or not what the person gave you as a time estimate or quality estimate is really valid. Is that possible? Try lowering the expectation so it's lower or worse than what the other person said. So if someone said 5 minutes and you think that they're obviously having problems with the planning fallacy, then maybe raise it to 10 or 15, just so you know that you won't really be let down, or your letdown won't be as bad if it really takes them 20. What happens here is that you end up not feeling let down and feeling bad because your expectation matches more of what reality is like. If you're enjoying today's video, guys, make sure to join my community of patrons. Click the link in the description down below. Donate $1 a month goes a long way in helping me making more videos for you every single week. So what I'm trying to teach you to do here is to set expectations yourself, not based off of someone else's judgment or someone else's hearsay. What most other people do is they take exactly what the other person says as truth. That is the thing that they're planning on doing. They end up taking that thing that's the person told them as truth and set their own expectations from it. And what ends up happening is they get let down. Anton, you're just not a cool person.
I know. You tell me all the time.
Now I have a couple precautions for you that you need to watch out with this method. It doesn't work in every single scenario. I'm not gonna lie to you and say that it does. Sometimes there are gonna be emergencies and you will actually have to rely on what the other person tells you because someone's life depends on it. Another side note is you need to base your expectations on the person that you're dealing with itself or group of people. If it's someone who tends to over-deliver, then you can set that expectation to be on time. This way, when they over-deliver, you can now be happy that they finished early or finished with more. If it's a person that tends to be late, then you can expect them to be late and then some. I personally have a couple of friends that are consistently late to everything that we do. It's amazing how you can be so late all the time. Now, I expect him to be at least an hour late. Okay, so when I tell him and the other people that are also late that I want to meet somewhere at 8, I know that he's not going to get there till 9. So I set my expectation off of 9 o'clock even though I told him at 8. This way I'm just not let down from when he ends up inevitably showing up late. Now here's the key. You have to take what the person says, line it up with human nature and how human nature usually acts, and how that person themselves usually act. And ask yourself, do you think they'll be able to hit that expectation? Because honestly, you'll often find that the answer is no, which is why I'm telling you to set the expectation for yourself. This video was not made you to think like a negative thinker. On the contrary, it's here to teach you how to prepare for the worst, preventing you from being let down, and hope for the best. If someone does perform to your standards, then you can be ecstatic. Now this will take some time to develop, but you will get better at setting your own expectations and hacking them. This way, you'll never be let down again. And you can continue to grow with the flow.